Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for November 10th, 2025. We've got an allies plus base kingdom today. I feel like we've been getting a lot of allies lately. And in particular, Highwayman, I think, showed up twice last week. So first thing I'm noticing is we've got copper trashing with moneylender, but no estate trashing. Well, wait a minute. Acolyte can trash estates to golds. Okay. So maybe that comes up. Probably we will want to open with a moneylender. Let's see. Ooh, we can top deck it too. That seems pretty good. Draw-wise, we've got Lab and Highwayman. Also Garrison, potentially. And then there's Sybil. So there's some draw buried in the split piles. Plus actions, village, just village. Herb gatherer looks like the only plus buy. There's also hill fort for gains. Well, and we've got like the Trapper's Lodge thing. We can get more of the favors from Underling. So we probably do want to play with an herb gatherer so that we get plus buy. It's a little bit annoying because there's going to be a lot of demand on our terminal space. If we open with moneylender, as I was talking about, we either bottom deck estate, in which case we have moneylender 3 copper next turn and we hit 5, or we bottom deck copper and then we have, which is slightly more likely, and then we hit 4. We could, if we hit the 4, we could go ahead and take an herb gatherer. Obviously, there's a risk of terminal collision there, but if we hit 5, I think I would go ahead and take a Highwayman. Lab would be reasonable as well. Yeah, I think that's the way I'd like to go. Okay. Well, this is working out nicely. Yeah, I think Lab now 2 is a little unfortunate. Do we want a Sycophant? It can, again, be trashed by Acolyte. I really wish I had hit 3 here to get that. Either an herb gather or a village. It's like the Sycophant on play effect is really not going to be relevant next turn. Like, we're going to have Highwayman, we're going to draw a bunch of cards. We're not going to need that. We're not going to need the money because we won't have the plus buy, that is to say. Yeah, I'm not really feeling the value there. Okay. So something to note here is that they have 2 Highwaymen? Huh. We do have some risk that we're gonna like run out of money, essentially. So long as we find the moneylender, we're all right, but I'm wondering if there's an argument for not playing it. Probably not. And now do we want to take a village? Probably. It's probably what we need. I mean, I guess the other thing we could do is just take a lab and plan to not play the moneylender next turn. Aim to get the highwayman into play and then take a village or an herb gatherer. We potentially need to see all 4 of our copper. Is the problem with that line? Well, it wouldn't be herb gatherer at this point, it'd be village, but I think I do. I think I do want to do that. Okay, we didn't get highwayman attacked, so yeah, let's just go play the highwayman, grab a village. We're actually now overdrawing. So now I would like to play with Acolyte here, I think. Given that we did overdraw, we could buy an herb gatherer this turn. The problem is going to be that we don't have the actions to play Highwayman and rotate and buy Acolyte if we're under Highwayman attack, but maybe that's fine. So I'm thinking about not playing the moneylender this turn because we don't need the money, and we might want it later, and we have enough draw. I mean, we're probably not guaranteed to draw 8. Yeah, we're not quite guaranteed to draw. If we trash a copper, we are guaranteed to draw. They didn't play a highwayman the turn before, so they probably are gonna play one. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. I guess there's the possibility that we don't play the highwayman next turn. The other thing we could do is we could trash a copper and take a village, and then take the herb gatherer the next turn, trashing copper again, and then we trash copper a third time. We have 1 copper left, and we get Acolyte. Then then we don't have the money. I think. Well, the other thing is if we... Never mind. No, that's two turns away that we could actually gain a gold from the Acolyte. I think we do trash copper here. I think we do take the herb gatherer, and yeah, we'll just... That is a very early province. Okay, so I think so if we trash a copper this turn, we can buy a village and then rotate next turn. No, I think we just don't play the Highwayman this turn. Unfortunate, but it's the way it's got to be. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. I think rotating to Sorceress is a good idea. We can attack with that. What? You got one? What are you doing? This isn't great either. I don't really want to... This is why I don't like Herb Gatherer. Like, I'm never going to see my... Play the Herb Gatherer, I'm never going to see, like, my draw. I guess I just shouldn't play it. Just buy a village. I think we just go ahead and trash cop. Oh, we don't have stupid attack. Okay, hold on. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Then we're gonna hit 3 either way. I'd rather trash estate to gold. We could trash the Acolyte, but we don't get to gain in play. I think I'd rather just wait a turn on that. God damn it. We don't have any curse trashing, right? Acolyte can't trash curses. We have both of our labs down here. We should play these before we do anything with... Do we even have any treasures down here? Oh, we're not under Highwayman attack. Okay, so we should do... It would be nice to trash the Moneylender with the Acolyte as well. The other thing is we could rotate to Sybil instead of taking a Sorceress. But I do want to attack. Whatever, I guess we can get another Acolyte later if we want. We should know... That's either... Oh, it's a curse or a lab. Friggin' frig. Alright. We're going to be a little short on econ now. That's okay, I guess. Should do this and get a gold into play. Oh, right. I think taking a civil would definitely help us attack. So maybe that should be the goal this turn. And then next turn we rotate. Okay, so we have gold, highwayman, and sorceress. Hey! Hey! Well done. Okay. We're only going to have 2 cards left after we play the civil, so we should play the sorceress first. We could get the gold out of the way. Alright, what did we... Sorceress, Highwayman, Village. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. Eh. Okay. Now... Maybe it's not even worth worrying about the acolyte. Like, we take 1 more gold, we can start single provincing. Be good to be able to get to double province, though. Hmm. Hmm. We take a gold now, assuming they do find a highwayman, which is not a given, but assuming they do, we have 9 next turn, and we can buy like lab acolyte. The plan to trash moneylender to another gold and also maybe gain another Sybil. That seems reasonable. They are doing a surprisingly good job of getting provinces for how bad their deck is. Bottom deck the Sybil. Alright, we have another gold. We have gold, Sybil, and Herb Gatherer down there. Well... Damn it. All right. We definitely want to bottom deck the lab. I guess we can top deck the moneylender. That's a pretty... That's a pretty bad job of cursing, considering. Okay. Yeah, so I think... we get one more gold, even with if they don't play Highwaymen, we're only at 15. Maybe we do need to go, like, Acolyte, gold... Okay. Haven't found the herb gatherer yet. Top deck. Lab. Bottom deck. Gold. The lab. Play the gold. Rotate. Okay. Alright, we got all the curses. So we could actually hang on to the acolytes and start trashing the sorceresses now if we want to. If that's helpful. Is it even helpful? I mean, what would actually be helpful maybe is to get another herb gatherer. We can hit 18 this turn and we can go double province, and we're at 11 and the bot's at 18. Yeah, I think we need to hang on to the acolyte so we can get another herb gatherer. I shouldn't have rotated back around to civil. I didn't. Well, I guess I wanted to get the acolyte. So how to play this? Like if we don't get hit with Highwayman, then next turn we can get, if we get the herb gatherer, we can trash a sorceress to get to 21 to double province a state. I think we take one province and a lab, or I guess the Sybil. Sybil's better than lab. I mean, we could go province duchy. The bot's never going to be able to hit double province, right? So the idea is if we take a province now in the bot provinces, well, maybe we do take duchy. Just give ourselves more time. Yeah. I mean, we could also take, depending on how much time we think we're going to need, we could also take double Sybil. In fact, we could trash the acolyte, get triple Sybil. No, but we want to gain the herb gatherer next turn. We don't want to have to wait. Hmm. I think I'm going to go double Sybil. The bots deck is pretty bad. Obviously not trashing multiple sorceresses, so I guess we can play one of them. But do we... Maybe we do this first. Do we have the villages to play Highwayman and another Herb Gatherer? Maybe we don't. Oops. Did not consider that. We still want the Herb Gatherer. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe it's fine. We don't need to play Highwayman on the last turn. If we take double province now, with the Herb Gatherer... Oh, we do have another village. Okay, never mind. Probably want that on top. All right. I think we just go double province. And do we need to take a duchy here? Down by 8. So if the bot, even if the bot takes a province, province duchy wins. So I think no, we do not. I think we take another lab. Well, I think we're gonna do all right here. Yeah, I hadn't really identified Sorceress as the key to victory here. But, I mean, yeah, the bot definitely underbuilt. I just didn't, at the beginning, identify that that was the way that to punish underbuilding. It just really wanted to play Highwayman money, I guess. Yeah, I definitely think definitely think that's not the play. Yeah, I guess there's not too much more to be said about that. I mean, it definitely is like a pretty gain limited board. Hence, like, you know, why we're not like playing with underling, or I don't know, maybe I could see, like, if your opponent is doing what the bot did, like getting a tent, then trying to pick up Hill Fort for more gains, that would have been pretty helpful. If your opponent is also building, then I think having the tent in your deck just seems kind of bad, because it's not really doing anything other than giving access to these other cards, which your opponent is also going to get access to when you rotate. So yeah, and even Garrison here does not look very good to me. So like sometimes being the one to rotate to those piles, like if you were to have more gains, you'd be able to take advantage of that and load up on the good stuff. But here, there's not really a way to do that. And in any case, I think Garrison is not. I mean, it's fine. You would take it if you had Hill Fort, but I don't think you would like prioritize it otherwise. But I think Hill Fort is like the good card in this pile. It would allow you to add more villages, and if this pile's in the right position, like Herb Gatherer, Acolyte, and Underlings. Yeah, that's... I could see it having been correct at some point for me to do that. The problem is, like, the plus actions is limited when the gains are limited, which means it's hard to play the tent. But I could see that having been correct. But yeah, at the very least, I think Highwayman money is not the play. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.